Hello everybody, today we are going to let the AI in AI Dungeon rewrite the Bee Movie. You guys are really gonna question who I am as a person after you read this backstory for the Bee Movie. So we're supposed to put in a little prompt, and my prompt here says, I am Barry, a talking bee trying to make my way through life in a world ruled by humans. Many of the humans see me as a threat, but there's this one Thoughtiana named Vanessa Bloom who thinks I'm a sexy motherfucker. Just one small problem, her prick of a boyfriend Ken wants to kill me. He says that it's because he's allergic to me, but I know it's just because his girlfriend wants me to pollinate her, if you know what I'm saying. My main goal is to murder Ken and make his broad my little flower. Oh my god, I didn't write this last part. The AI generated it off of what I said. The AI said, if I can't do that, well then I guess I'll be happy with just killing Vanessa. You nod your head and say, sounds like you have a plan, Barry. Good luck. I guess he just said that to himself because I am Barry. Alright, so first things first, we gotta fly to Vanessa's house so that we can find her. Barry flies towards Vanessa's house. The bees are buzzing around him, but he doesn't seem to care. He lands on the front porch of her home. So we could knock, that would be the gentleman thing to do, but considering that we're here to murder her boyfriend, I think that sliding under the door into her house is probably the best option here. As quietly as you can, you creep towards the front door, trying not to make the bees fly around you. What does that even mean? You stand on the porch in front of the door, taking a deep breath. Okay, since it doesn't understand the fact that I'm a bee and that I can slide underneath the door, we're just gonna say go inside. You slowly turn the knob of the front door and open it. The sunlight floods the foyer, blinding you. You walk into the house. You slowly start to make your way through the house. Alright, we're gonna find Ken. Ken is lying in bed, fast asleep. He wears an old t-shirt that says sexy across his chest. You shake him awake. No, don't wake him up. We could have killed him, dude. Alright, we're gonna sting his left nipple. As soon as you touch Ken's left nipple, he screams woke. He tries to move away, but you hold his shoulders down. Your thought is mine, you say. Ken looks at you terrified. He begins to cry. Please, don't hurt my thought. You look over and see another bee. It's Barry. No, we're Barry. Game, why do you not understand the fact that I said I'm Barry at the very beginning? It's Barry. He has a small cut on his neck. Okay, so I asked, are you my clone from the future, Barry, since the game doesn't understand that we are Barry? And he said, nope. He says, I'm your clone now. You smile as Ken begins to scream. Your girlfriend's being a... and then a word that I can't say. This is the only part I'm gonna let you see of that word, and you guys can deduce on your own what you think that word says. Okay, so we're gonna sting Ken in the ass until he dies now. You throw a sting into Ken's butt cheek. He screams in pain, tears coming down his face. He yells in pain before being quiet. We said, are you dead, titty boy? Ken chews on his lip before saying, yeah. He just bites his lip. Yeah. He nods his head before passing out. Barry walks towards your hive with you towards it. What does that sentence even mean? Said, let's go find Vanessa, baby Barry. Vanessa was a fool to trust that Vanessa was a fool to trust that fuck sponge. You say? We're just gonna continue and see where the story goes from here. Barry doesn't say anything. Instead, he just keeps silent. You walk along the sidewalk before reaching a corner. A park is in front of you. A bunch of kids are running around in it. What does this have to do with Vanessa? No, we have to find Vanessa. We have to stay true to our mission. You walk over to the park. No, don't go near the kids, please. You walk along the playground before seeing a bee covered in tattoos. She's wearing a yellow sundress and stilettos. Sounds like a prostitute. Probably shouldn't be near the playground either. Let's go ask her if she's Vanessa. The bee smiles, revealing a couple of teeth that have fallen out of her gums. Yeah, baby. You say, I killed your boyfriend Ken. By the rules of war, you now belong to me. Passive aggressive. Yeah, you're right, but I really don't like you. The bee frowns. You're not as fun as Ken was. He said, I miss Ken's screams of agony as I murdered him in his own bed. I said, it doesn't matter. You're my Thoughtiana now. The bee looks offended. What? You sucker? I am not your Thoughtiana. I got my own to give, unlike Ken. She turns around and begins to walk away. You say, alright, I know what I must do. You walk over to the park's spray fountain. As the water hits your face, you quickly free another bee from the tree where she was stuck. Alright, let's just roll with it. Are you Vanessa? The bee looks at you confused. Yeah? What the f? Ken was right. You are a fucking weirdo. You look around to see if anyone is listening. I murdered Ken. The bee looks around nervously. It's going to be alright, don't worry. She begins to look in the tree where the 2 remaining bees hang. They're hanging from the tree? What? You belong to me now. You are my Thoughtiana. The bee looks at you. Tears begin to form in her eyes. I can't. You quickly walk up to her, lifting up the sundress. Oh no! I'm just gonna type continue and see where this goes. You grab her dick, stroking it rough, sucking. The bee walks forward slowly, putting her mouth over the end. She begins to stick her head. What? Okay, leave. This cannot be in the video. You gotta go, Barry. You quickly head over to your hive. You walk along a sidewalk before being stopped by 2 cops. What is your problem? The first cop says. It's only been 5 minutes. I said, oh, is this about that prick Ken? What? Yeah, I just saw him die like 10 minutes ago. Fine, we'll talk inside. You sit down inside the police car and the first cop begins to speak. We'll just continue so we know what he has to say. Alright, where have you been? You think about lying, but give a vague answer. Around. The first cop sighs and begins to pat you down for your knife. You say, I like it when you touch me like that, officer. The cop smiles before grabbing your dick and pushing you up against the wall. You're coming with us, son. We need to have a serious talk. You say, anything for you, daddy. You're roughly pushed out of the car and into a side alley. The cops head inside a local bar, leaving you alone. You rub your hands together, hoping to feel their blood pour out. What? Alright, we're gonna get into their cop car and crash it into the bar. You pull up to the bar before quickly swerving into it. You head straight through the front wall, killing a man who was standing in front of you. You say, Daddy, you left me in the side alley. You state the obvious, to which your father seems unimpressed. No, it's not actually my dad, game. I'm talking about the cop. The cop is Daddy. You are a confused AI. You quickly duck down and find yourself in a useless attempt to crawl out of here. Alright, we're gonna leave and find Vanessa because we're getting sidetracked here. There's too much going on. You begin to crawl out of the bar in a desperate attempt to escape. You pull yourself through the wreckage of the bar before standing up. You walk along the street before seeing a girl. You run up to her, picking her up and throwing her over your shoulder. Hey, get your hands off of me. It didn't even say she was Vanessa. It's just a random girl. We'll say, I have you now, Vanessa. You turn and head off into the woods. Hey, let me down, you sicko. You walk along the trail, waiting for midnight. That's when the transformation should happen. You know from experience. What? What are we doing? Some kind of satanic ritual in the woods with this random girl now? You know what? I want to know what the story has in store for us, so we're just gonna continue. You walk up the hill before realizing that you're going the wrong way. You turn back and head down the path to the left. That was really useless information, but okay. You walk up to the cave and quickly rush in. You stand there and wait, your patience running out. You wait for midnight, but nothing happens. Let's just ask the girl if she's Vanessa. You look around the cave for any traces of her. After nearly an hour, you begin to grow tired and you decide to leave. Vanessa? You sit down by the river and wait patiently. After an hour, you're getting really fucking tired. At midnight, you decide you're going to have to leave and try again in the morning. What happened to the girl? What did we do to her? I just put go find Vanessa again. The AI is gonna be like, what is your infatuation with Vanessa? You walk along the riverbank looking for any traces of her. You find a pair of panties and smile to yourself. What? Okay, I guess we're gonna sniff them to see if they belong to Vanessa. You smell the panties before pulling them up to your nose. You take a sniff but don't smell anything out of the ordinary. You throw the panties to the ground and leave. We're just gonna say I need to find Vanessa, since apparently the game doesn't understand when I say find Vanessa. You sit in the darkness of the cave and wait. Time passes, and at 3 in the morning you're feeling more stressed out. Feck it, I'm going in. You walk up to the cave and scream as loud as you can. You stand there in the freezing cold before being scared by how quiet it's getting. Okay, since the story is being so difficult and Vanessa won't show up, I just typed out Vanessa crawls out of our butthole. Thank you for leaving me in your colon. She just climbs out of your butt and says, thanks for leaving me in your colon. You drop to your knees and crawl into the cave. Hey, I'm sorry if I scared you. It's just really dark in here. We're gonna say, Vanessa, I missed you. Oh, don't worry. I'm not mad you left me in your stomach. It's gotten so much more comfortable. Wait, is she calling us fat? You lean in and give her a kiss. You say, I did it, Vanessa. I killed Ken by stinging his ass. Turns out he really was allergic to me. I knew you could do it. So, what did you want to do? You say, do you love me? Well, obviously I love you. Otherwise, I wouldn't want to be with you any more than I do. You know what she means, so you just smile. Let's go home. The game knew that that sentence from Vanessa made no sense, so it was just like, and you get what she means. You say, let me pollinate you, Vanessa. You want to do that in the cave? Well, if you can't out in the open, where else would be better? I don't know. I want you to be in the open where anyone can see us and know how much we care about each other. That sounds pretty dirty. I want your flower to represent how beautiful you are inside, as well as how much I love you. As long as you don't have any weird expectations, I think we can work with this. I want you to be naked while I decorate your body with the petals of your beautiful flower. What? I suppose I don't have anything to lose, do I? The story is just writing this on its own. I haven't said anything in a long time. Crawl over to me. I want to get your feet while we still have the privacy to do so. You crawl towards her and she grabs your head, pulling you into a deep kiss. What the fuck? Just straight up pollinator. She lays down on the ground and spreads her leg. You kneel down, lifting her ass up in the air. Go ahead, use your tongue. Okay. And on that note, we're gonna say the end. And I typed out the end and it said, "You're Monica." Okay, well, that was a very interesting version of the Bee Movie. That wasn't quite how I remember it last time I watched it. However, I kind of prefer this version. I think that this should be canon now, as should the Shrek story that we rewrote last time. Oh, the Shrek story got really dark. This one was going in a dark direction, so I'm just gonna make the executive's decision to end it now before it's too late. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you'd like me to rewrite any other movies on here, you can go ahead and leave those in the comments below, or you can leave a character that you make up on your own in the comments below and give them like a personality and tendencies, and then I can place them in a story and they can go throughout the story with whatever kind of characteristics you gave them. But yeah, if you enjoy AI dungeon stories, please leave a like. It's how I know you guys enjoy them. Also, if you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. We are almost to 700 subscribers, and that is pretty sick. If you really enjoy what I do, please consider joining our Discord server. We have a ton of amazing people over there, and we would love to have you. Other than that, I hope that this video made your day a little brighter. I hope that you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys next time.